It's Mass Effect. Let's continue. Sorry, I ordered some ice cream.
Stand by, shore party.
Stand by, a short party.
What happened to Captain Anderson? Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it, nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander, 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
The Council wants to ignore this.
That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past, no reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
Dude, Caden's
When we go into
posture,
the
what is he
Traverse, Saren's
doing?
followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
I got renegade points? What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? What the frickin' frick? What the freaky frick?
If anyone
What
has
the
to
freaky
take over
fracky
for
frick?
Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due
We're
respect,
all on the
sir,
same
that's what they
team
said
here,
about
Presley.
Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
You mean he got blasted by his own teammate? A fellow Spectre?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you
Just go at his throat. Don't stop,
I
Shepard.
guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
I'm reading an article and you give me lead this page. You know what? I don't want to read it anyway. ABC. Sorry. You give me weird. Okay.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
He deserves a renegade, man. He's being speciest. I'm ready to leave you to talk to everybody. At the right term. Did I say you could be relieved of your salute? What the frick? I demand a 30. Authority. Horror. Kaiden. Is this Liana's room? I kind of forget her name. Lara? Laura? We heard it like an hour ago. Not even, like 30 minutes ago.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe. Too secure.
We heard this
I
stuff
wanted
already.
good
I
humanity.
should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Maybe there's something else new there. I don't know. But we did that whole spiel. This ship can hold 30 plus people. There's like 30 plus people on this ship, and we have a sleeping pod for 8 people. I guess you gotta keep the ship moving at all times, but like... And we have our own quarters. We sleep in an actual bed, not a pod. Can you imagine?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but... well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Oh my god. Keep it. What are we looking for endgame pistols? 256. Okay. Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
Sounds pretty, simple.
It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C-Sec. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
We don't harm the innocents, Garrus. Oh, this is just their lockers. We just need Laura, though, I think.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit?
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
What delayed, sir? Nobody else down here? Oh, Rex is here.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
Can do that till 3, man, or maybe 2, I forget.
It makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Ooh, 52 XP, man. We take those. Who's down here? Tally and no names. Engineer Adams, of course.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally?
She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as
I've played Elite Dangerous. I know what we're talking about here.
Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
There's something here. Element... Okay. It was the actual thing.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On
Tally,
matters that affect
give me 1 minute.
individual
I
ship,
can't pause.
however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them
Doesn't pause either, huh?
guidance.
1 sec. Okay, you're democratic?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
It's kind of a lot.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, 78 XP. Alright, I think we're ready to go touchdown somewhere. Let me look through the grades, coward. I get it, it's a loading screen, but come on. Wow. What are we doing here? Zoom out. Citadel? Probably zoom out of this. Liara, that's her name. Or your DLC. Well, let's go talk to Liara. You want me to land there? Okay. Of Xenon. Not quite sure where you are. Now you actually get out of here. Sure. And we already have Garrus done. Take Rex for a little bit. Middle of exploration. Land in an uncharted world. They changed the controls for this, right? I believe. Has there been an update on the new Elite Dangerous patch? I do want to give it a try, the DLC. Like, what's the goal of these uncharted worlds? Of a one hazard? We're just driving to drive? It's a border. Okay. Oh, is there a map? There is. Okay. So where are these dots at? We have no idea. Vehicle. We're right here. Okay. I understand. We should go to those 3 main objectives. Gotcha. I don't really know what you want of me. Do I just die? I can't return to the Normandy anymore, so... Alright, there we go. Resume. Maybe our button got messed up? I don't know. Put that down there. There you go. Go northwest. It's an actual laser beam, man. You're done. Look at all that money. This is how I win. Blast them with the cannon. Haha, you fool. Helmet's off, strap out. Oh, run. Not one. Thank you, shields. Rex, can you just stop, Rex? Also hold. There we go. Bro, you're a sniper? What are you doing? Melted. Dusted. Anything down here? Oh, you can keep that nade. Hey. Let's go peep upstairs. Oh, how dare you. We need 400 experience. We could always come back. I'd rather I didn't, but like, we could. I'll be back to decryption next then, guaranteed. If we return to the Normandy from here, we cannot. So we can go to Liara, do that.
You lead, I'll follow.
Thank you. You're gonna need to go up this way. Oh, you can climb. Well, I do things my way. Anomaly. Stronghold. Understandable. Let's go west. I'll try this again. No, it's a different one, but like we'll see if it works. Alright, well. I don't know how many are on a planet typically, but I don't really feel like staying here. Since I can come back. I'm not really worried about it. We'll stay in the solar system for now. Let's return to the Normandy. It's not that big of a deal. It was pretty quick. I've checked all these, right? We have one planet inside the system that we can land on. That is Macedon, Athens. Alright. Alright. Survey you. Gas giant. Pretty stinky. Free oxygen. Oh man, I love all this oxygen. I mean, the boys sucking up all this oxygen. Alright, well, this system was a bust. Okay, Knossos. Many. Land. These aren't really missions, so we'll just take our current group out for these. Interesting. Let's go through the area then.
I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Is this the Earth planet? I didn't read it, so... Didn't realize it lived. Look at the XP, man. My goodness. Hell is XP. Come on. What are you talking about? Ooh, sorry, Death. It's up that way. Okay. Oh my goodness, man. Let's decimate him. The Mako is too good. The hitbox, though. Just book it, man. Did I unlock hacking? Did I save it? Overheat burns weapons. Or enemy weapons. Oh, okay, never mind. We'll go back to there once we get Master Sabotage. Shouldn't be that if we get a couple more turrets, we should not be that far off. So. Anything inside this room? Nope, okay.
Remember to stay hydrated.
You know what? Preach it, brother. I got my water right here. Sorry about your weapon. We're good. Well, that Mass Effect multiplayer. Very good. I put a decent bit of Andromeda multiplayer. Not much though. I really did enjoy it. Thank you. I won't max out our hacking, I'll just get decryption and hard unlocked and forget about it. Get all of those unlocked, I guess. I don't have to worry about not being able to interact with something. Oh, miss me. The Mako is too strong. What are you? Geth Colossus. Let's do inventory, shall we? Thank you. Non-AR user. You know what, Garrus? There you go, man. I know you use ARs, so I don't know what did you change sorting by. Do like that. Shotgun. I mean, come on, that goes to me. I mean, using a shotgun, but give me the level, please. Edge. Using my stinger, please. Oh, Talio, hold on. There we go. Rid of the Kessler. Sure. Oh, he looks fly. Sorry, Tally. Alright, trash this trash. Then look at our pistol mods. Phasic rounds 3. I'm alright with this. More damage is what I ask for. Then I think we're good. What am I using here? Chemical rounds, I believe. Yeah. It's good to me. Just deleted, man. Ruined them. Jammed. Alright. Alright then. Ulcer that bad boy and let's go. Alright. We storm. Nothing. Who's using a shotgun? Alright, Tally, use pistols. You have your AR on, so you're fine. I don't know what's up with Garrus, I already died. Whenever on corrosive bullets, I'm gonna shield bypass. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Garrus, how you doing, man? I'll wake up soon. Wherever he went down in. Oh, he's good. We don't need him, Tally. Me and you. Starting these boys pistol squad. Okay, definitely remember this. This is not DLC stuff. This is highly familiar to me. This is where Liara is. I fought you already. A good bit of you, actually. Achievement unlocked. Sabotage specialist. Sabotage 25 times. Let's go. Garrus, come on, man. Oh no. Clip him in. We're fine, we're fine. Yeah, get the cover, man. Not the best time to peek. Okay. Achievement unlocked. Use overload 25 times. Ooh, absolute fool. Aim for the medi gel. It'll all pop now. Right, I let go of the trigger. It takes a minute though. Don't get hit by the blue ball and you're fine. It's that goddamn blue ball, man. we go. We didn't have a Mako here, man. Punk. Alright, just give me a minute, and I'll do another hour or two.